1 year later, as the Jackson Civil War was about to close for good, Almega Chunky went to Chen's cell, and Almega Chunky said,
I know you have the key to the center of the universe. Now give it to me, and I might spare you.
Chen looked right at him, and Chen said,
I did a lot. I did a lot of evil in my life, but now, by not telling you, I can atone for my evil.
Almega Chunky grabbed Chen and prepared to kill him.
You thought you could kill me?
No.
Wait, this is your last chance. Tell me or die.
Said Almega Chunky.
Never. I will not tell you,
said Chen as he attempted to grab the sword so then he could finish Almega Chunky off for good. But Almega Chunky saw this.
You thought you could kill me. You're the one who will pay with his life, and I can see right through your mind from the expressions.
Said Almega Chunky as he broke Chen's throat. Almega Chunky looked to see that the key was in the cabinet.
I tried to stop you,
said Chen as he fell down on the ground.
But stay dead, you useless pawn,
said Almega Chunky as he stabbed Chen in the back with his sword. Almega Chunky has gotten the key, and now his true plans begin. You are not Chunky. Almega Chunky is you. You are not him, said Borron X as he got into Chunky's thoughts. No, I am myself, not the other way around, said Chunky. You think you're living the truth as yourself, but you're living a lie, said Borron X as Chunky fell to the ground. I am Almega Chunky. I created Almega Chunky to confuse the country of Jackson, so it would become so weak that I could destroy Jackson, but my plans for Almega Chunky backfired as he rebelled against me and put it on himself to wreak havoc, said Borron X. Get out of my thoughts, said Chunky as he pushed Borron X out. Chunky got back up and drank up as he went through his thoughts. Chunky had already prepared to marry Amile Lane. His love after the Civil War was the end. Chunky could feel that his final battle with Almega Chunky has come, as he has been seeing the future to the point of that fight. But how prepared was he for it? I may not come back, said Chunky as he went forward to leave.
Where are you going?
asked Amile. The center of the universe. I must fight him. Almega Chunky is planning something big. I just somehow know it to be the fact, said Chunky.
Why? You might die,
said Amile as she held on to Chunky's arm. I am prepared to die for the universe, said Chunky.
No, what about our wedding?
said Amile. It might never happen now. It breaks my soul to be leaving, but even if I don't come back, just know that I will always be in there, in your heart and soul, said Chunky as Amile had tears go down her face.
Thanks for everything, Chunky. I love you,
said Amile. I love you too, said Chunky as he felt sadness that Amile expressed. They kissed, and then Chunky walked away. Chunky grabbed onto the other of the two keys of the center of the universe, as he saw a huge weapon connected to the center star of the universe. Beetlejuice was a huge star that showed the power that was at the center of the universe. Chunky landed on the floor of the weapon as Almega Chunky came forward. What do you plan to do with this weapon of yours? asked Chunky.
This is simple. I will use you to kill off every life form in this universe, including you. I want...
Said Almega Chunky. Not if I stop you first, said Chunky.
I want to see you try. From you will not stand a chance against me. I have had some of Jeff Jackson's blood injected into me. I have his power and contented cheesy Jackson's cells to my body, and I'll now have the combined power of both of them in my veins.
Said Almega Chunky. You dishonor your legacy by doing that! Said Chunky as he held his sword of blue light.
I can see your anger in that. How about I kill you now, and then in my afterlife, you and them can reflect on your weaknesses.
Said Almega Chunky as he got out his red sword of evil, and the two went forward and clashed. Almega Chunky punches Chunky down into the lectin as Chunky turns on Ultra Fation mode. The two continue to slam back and forth. Chunky pushes Almega Chunky down only to be pushed backward toward Beetlejuice. As lightning came from the star. This is where it ends, said Chunky as he and Almega Chunky crush blades over and over again, and the leptin powers up, preparing to do what Almega Chunky made it to do. Almega Chunky pierced Chunky's leg as Chunky fell.
Why do you keep fighting? Why keep honing yourself at me? Is for love or maybe hope? In a universe, this is meaningless to hope,
said Almega Chunky as he prepared for the killing blow, but as he went forward, Chunky grabbed onto the blade. Do not underestimate the country of Jackson's will of hope, said Chunky as he punched Almega Chunky in the chin, knocking Almega Chunky back. One of his eyes was injured.
I can see you strong, but it will be pointless to hope soon,
said Almega Chunky. It is not meaningless to hope. A strong will of it overcomes everything else, said Chunky as he saw Almega Chunky go forward, preparing for the kill. Chunky, too, had this.
Are you calling hope? Are you calling me a liar? Wait. There's a feeling that you can inspire. You know why inspire at the end of things,
said Almega Chunky as his mask fell to the ground and showed his red blood eyes. Our battle shows how one knows the truth while the other just knows lies, said Chunky.
What? Are you calling me a liar?
Said Almega Chunky as he stared at Chunky in hatred. Yes, I am, because that's what you are. And as Cheesy Jackson, Jeff Jackson, and the Big Famine Trust Adduceness inspiring me as I live to see what they do, that I now will inspire the next generation from what I do here and now, said Chunky.
Our battle was...
No, they're not right here.
You giving me lecture and your undoings,
said Almega Chunky. I know you because you are me, said Chunky.
What do you mean?
Said Almega Chunky. I am myself, and you're my clone. I know I cannot save you from what you are, but I know you, said Chunky. Right there.
I will not be fooled by your words,
said Almega Chunky as he ran forward. I have a reason, but see yourself, said Chunky as he too ran forward, and in a blink of the eye, the Chunky sword went through Almega Chunky's heart, while Almega Chunky's sword went through Chunky's heart. It is over for both of us, said Chunky as blood went down his chin.
Our battle was short, but only because we used God level power,
said Almega Chunky as he fell backward onto the ground. Yes, indeed it was. That's how it was to be, I guess, said Chunky.
I failed,
said Almega Chunky as he died. Chunky took Almega Chunky's sword and then gripped onto the sword in his own chest and pulled it out. Oh! said Chunky as blood came out and fell down to his feet. The weapon had the last of Almega Chunky's consciousness within its core. Chunky went forward. As he walked, he swam, but with Fation mode he would make it to the core. Chunky launched himself forward above the core. The beam that would end all life began to form. This is how it ends, said Chunky as he threw his sword and Almega Chunky's sword into the core, resulting in the core falling down into Beetlejuice. Chunky was above the center star, Beetlejuice, as he held on to the now exploding leptin. I knew this was to happen from the dream I had. I have lived quite a life. At least, I hope that hope continues to be inspired against evil. It for me, said Chunky as the weapon exploded in its destruction, and Chunky started to fall toward Beetlejuice. So this is what you meant by I did it, Cheesy Jackson. I will be joining you now. I don't have much to say now, but all I can say is I'm glad that life has been saved, said Chunky as he died from sacrificing his life to destroy the lectin to save a life.
Please, Chunky, come back. Please come back. I know you can't be dead. No, Chunky. Come back to continue to inspire hope to Jackson. The Civil War is now over. But show yourself to me, please, Chunky. I believe in you and your power.
Suddenly, she fell to the ground. Everyone ever forgot about Chunky, the hero who saved a life. His actions were still remembered when Jeff Jackson took his role back as Allfather. Chunky will be remembered always, as the way of a hero is never forgotten about.